Christmas, I hung the little angels on the Christmas tree, and Stephen helped me. And then Mum and Dad went out to a party, and Stephen and I were in bed. And then I woke up, and there was smoke, and Stephen was crying. And I ran and shouted for Mum, but she didn't come. And then Stephen stopped crying. That was last Christmas.
Fire can break out at any time. This Christmas, don't leave your children alone in the house.
Oh, that's very strange. Hello, everybody.
Happened?
What has happened to our pictures? Oh, but we're visible on... Oh, there we go. That's even
It seemed
stranger.
fine for me.
That was very peculiar. Hello, everyone. Welcome to tonight's Watch Party. As always, I'm Andrew, and we're joined by Dom. I just saw a load of blurry, fuzzy pictures and no pictures. It was very strange. Anyway, we're going to be watching Armageddon tonight from 1998. How did you like the public information film, guys?
Yeah, well, this Christmas I won't be leaving my kid alone, that's for sure.
What, while you go to a party?
Yeah, have a Christmas party, go and just leave the fresh-born child in the crib.
That's right.
The house that's on fire.
That's okay. Now then, let's just quickly show you. Everyone, tonight's sync point. Let's go back here. There we go. Oh, and that looks a bit better now. Okay, so let's do a roll call, and then we'll get on with this film. I can see we are joined tonight. So I'm a bit discombobulated tonight now. Joined by Helivino, Lizardman, Mad Matt, Calbot, Alex Peacock, Sharon, Ms. Swift is here. Welcome. Let's see who else we've got. Immortal Rimus, Brainwire, James Hellier, Edward the Black Prince. Lee Jen is back. Welcome, Lee Jen. Yeah. So, Dom, tell me when you first saw this film.
I first saw this film the way it was supposed to be seen. On a 15 by 15 inch screen in a tiny room somewhere with crappy audio. I remember only one thing about this movie, and that this film, this Michael Bay movie, taught me the valuable storytelling lesson that a protagonist, spoiler alert, can in fact die.
Spoilers. Right.
Yeah.
Let's get on with this. So let's do the countdown and get on with the movie. So here we go. Let me find the... There we go.
So yeah, I had a dusty VHS copy. It was purchased as well, so it wasn't rented.
It's peculiar.
Bruckenheimer.
Yeah. Let me just put the clock up. There we go. Valhalla Pictures. It's a quality production. This. So yeah, I saw this in the cinema when it first came out. I saw it 3 or 4 times in the cinema, I think, when it first came out. I really enjoyed it.
This is legitimately the first time I'm watching it in widescreen.
Right, okay. I really, really enjoyed this when it first came out because I'd seen Deep Impact as well, because it was one of the films that did that thing where you get 2 similar films in the same year.
Yeah.
Charlton Heston. As much as people maybe have problems with certain aspects of Charlton Heston, he was one hell of a narrator.
Should have had more documentaries narrated by him, shouldn't we?
There were, but we won't talk about them.
Oh God, they're that bad, are they?
He was... I believe several documentaries he did were bordering on propaganda for an association of people who like to own exploding metal things. Of which we won't get into. So
these are
let's
some
have
good
a look.
effects for 1998.
Oh, very good. I think the effects are better in a lot of ways than Deep Impact. I mean, we're going to constantly be drawing the parallel to Deep Impact.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. What was this? Was a Disney film through Touchstone.
Mm-hmm.
Let's have a look through some of the things.
Michael Bay
No,
really...
James, you're saying one Michael Bay is part of the Criterion Collection. Spoiler, this isn't it. I had Armageddon on the Criterion DVD when it came out.
Mm.
Or was a Criterion Collection DVD of it? But yeah, Miss Swift saw it in the cinema. Let's have a look. Alex is watching it on his tape. That's fantastic.
So what happened to Michael Bay? He was able to make movies for a time, and then he just became obsessed with how explosive, really, is how...
And
you can put
Megan
it.
Fox's bottom.
Yes.
Yes.
Which, I mean, yeah, there's an audience for that. And does it come from his start in music videos? But if so, how do you account for The Rock and this?
That's true. He made a bad Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie or two. I don't know. It's a shame because I used to love a Michael Bay film at the summer. Unfortunately, I watched the most recent Bad Boys quite recently, and it was pretty terrible. But it made me think, I wish Michael Bay had made this. There was something about...
Oof.
There's something about Michael Bay's...
Flair?
Action. Yeah, there's something about it. And now we've got the opening to Gravity just about.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Lizard Man. Yes, Lizard Man, you summed it up. What happened to Bay Simple? He decided to make movies about toy robots for children, about awesome US soldiers killing robots for horny teens. Yeah.
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 Mad Matt. Didn't Michael Bay begat McG?
Don't
Love
worry,
the
Alex.
use of begat
We've got
there.
something a little bit. Alex is saying, saw Twisters yesterday, Deadpool, Wolverine this morning, and now this might be movied out in a few hours. I wouldn't worry, Alex. Next week, we've got a real joy of a film. Real joy. Something a bit older, a bit more classic, a bit less action. Yeah, James is saying, will George Clooney be one of the be the man of one of the survivors' dreams? Yeah. It's not Sneakers yet, James. We are doing Sneakers later this summer. Next week, well, I'll tell you at the end of the watch party.
Is
I
that
love the
Laura
fact...
Palmer's mum? It is!
I love the fact he's got a giant observatory at home.
Everyone needs one.
You lazy git. But this is pure Bay, isn't it? We've got the motorcade. Oh, this is...
It is pure Bay. Like, so many things are happening so quickly, you're not having any moment to sit and think on a single scene. Also, this orangey, ambery glow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jen,
it's so
you can see
Independence Day.
It is. But Lee, Jen, you'll be able to see the clock there to catch up. This guy was also in another film of a similar area. Was he in Godzilla as the homeless guy with the dog on his bike?
Potentially. That's...
Might
oh, God.
be. Was it Independence Day?
My version of the movie just crashed on me. Isn't that brilliant?
Oh, gosh.
I can catch up. What are we on? 6? Yeah.
Oh, nice little poke at Godzilla. Released the same summer, where the little dog is chewing a Godzilla toy.
Loads of them, by the looks of it.
Yeah. But this is classic Bay, isn't it? Cars exploding and stuff.
Yeah.
You back on, Dom? You got your film back?
I am, yes. I'm back up in the taxi cab.
Yeah. Oh, Lizardman saying hard to pick which is the worst movie, this or Godzilla 98. No, this.
Oh,
is better.
Godzilla 98
This is better than
infinitely
Godzilla.
inferior. Yeah. Godzilla 98 was a bloody travesty. Like,
Yeah, Eddie Griffin.
the dog has to live.
Yeah.
Oh. I think that's what Bay does best. He appeases the nonsensical, very emotional part of a person's brain. Like, he reaches for raw excitement, empathy, very easy to please parts of the brain, but it is popcorn. It is definitely something that if you wrap your head around it for a little bit and let it sink in, you start to question a lot.
Well, this is a thing. This film is apparently something that NASA shows its new sort of graduates they bring on about when you're getting science wrong and everything. They ask them how many things have they got wrong in the film, but but then it asks, here's the question for you: does a film have to be accurate to be good?
Well, we've got Jurassic Park and
well, we know that's
dinosaurs
science
and feathers.
facts. That's science.
Well, yeah.
Jurassic Park was. Yeah, Immortals, that's right, isn't it? Godzilla 98 was so bad, the Japanese made Godzilla 2000 to bring back the OG Godzilla to destroy Zilla 98. And he destroyed Zilla 98 in about 10 seconds, didn't he?
Yes. Whew.
Oh, James, I think you're being unfair about this film, saying this film's you're saying this film's barely competent. Yeah. Oh, that's a shot that yeah. That's a shot.
And of course, the plucky guy that figures stuff out in a trailer in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, but he's got his own planetarium, observatory at home. I love this about Bay films. Oh, there's Michael Bay himself. They're cameoing. I love this about Michael Bay films. You have lots of people pick up the phone and they're like, right, we need to get 10. Yeah, do this. Yes, okay. And it's all action music playing in the background, you know?
The thing is, that hasn't changed. Like, if you look at any modern, like, action flick, that scene is still present, but they tend to talk to each other instead of on the phone.
Yeah.
And it's just as empty, wordy stuff. It's word salad that they throw at each other.
It's great.
Quick, reverse the flux capacitor now, stat! And it's like, wait, say that again?
God, I tell you what, the cast in this film though. How many big hitters?
Academy Award winners do we have in this?
We have. Yeah. I mean, we've got Billy Bob Thornton.
Yep. What's good as well?
Keith David.
Keith David.
I think who else have we got? We've got Keith David. We've got Jason Isaacs.
Jason Isaacs.
Got Jason Isaacs, Ben Affleck, Steve Buscemi. Yeah. We've got Michael Clark Duncan.
Liv Tyler as well, right?
Liv Tyler.
Also, soundtracks.
Yeah.
I
Got a
hate to
great
say, Michael
soundtrack.
Bay knows how to make a soundtrack.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Tell you what, I did. So when this came out, there was a video game that Bruce Willis was in, and I think it was called something like Apocalypse,
Okay.
but it was very similar to Armageddon. And I thought, because I played the game before I saw the movie, so I played the game and I thought that's what I'd get on screen. And I was just waiting for this alien menace, this hellish menace to suddenly appear. And I'm like, is this just about an asteroid?
Yeah. I mean, this film's got a great cast. And people, the chat are just saying Bruce Willis, Buscemi, Affleck, Owen Wilson, Will Patton, Billy Bob Thornton won a screenplay for Oscar for Sling Blade, William Fichtner. Yeah, exactly. You know, great soundtracks.
I do remember disliking Affleck's character
Yeah.
purely on the basis that I like Bruce Willis, because at this time I'm in
Yeah.
pure Bruce Willis adoration mode. I'm like,
Yeah.
what, 7 years old? Die Hard is the best thing since sliced bread.
Yeah.
The Fifth Element comes out, and I love the hell out of that movie as well. So yeah, Bruce Willis
Yeah,
can
the
do
thing,
no
the
wrong.
thing is as well, I mean, it's a tragedy what's happened with poor old Bruce Willis right now.
It is.
Absolute tragedy.
It is.
And unfortunately, it explains his recent decline in behaviour over the past few years, apparently.
Yeah. I believe he's on record saying that he took loads of these obviously bad movies just so he could make a bit of a buck for his family when he goes. And
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
man, I miss
Affleck's-
Moonlighting.
You're saying Affleck was better in Shakespeare in Love this year. But, I mean, how long after this was Good Will Hunting?
Ben Affleck was in Shakespeare in Love.
Was he? I believe he was, wasn't he?
I don't know. I'm asking the
Pretty
chat.
sure. So look.
He was really putting the work in back then, wasn't he? If he was
Okay,
in
same
multiple
year as this. Affleck won an Oscar for Good Will Hunting, writing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shakespeare in Love was the same year as this. He also did Dogma after this.
Oh, Dogma's great.
Yeah. Good Will Hunting was before this. Okay.
Genuinely, I could have Billy Bob Thornton in anything and adore the character, most likely. I'm just remembering the first season of Fargo. Oh, he's brilliant in that.
Well,
Same
I've
with
got a
Steve
question.
Buscemi, though.
I've got a question for you. This film, otherwise, could be quite mediocre.
Mm-hmm.
But the actors they got for it, the casting, is brilliant for this film. There's just so many big hitters who deliver great performances.
Yeah, it's the cynical part of me is saying you throw enough money at something and it can't really fail.
Yeah.
And it's got a case of that. Like, people are drawn to this probably for the money. And I say that in terms of the cast.
Yeah.
Rather than, the story that's being told, the film that's being made. And yes, I'm seeing a lot of people saying rest in peace, Michael Clark Duncan. Absolutely.
His career really cut short.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible in The Green Mile.
Definition of a gentle giant.
Yeah. And again, Steve Buscemi is such a great actor, yet he'll do silly stuff like this.
Yeah.
And Con Air.
I forgot he was in Con Air.
Yeah, Deep Impact did have
Desperado.
a pretty good cast as well, Sharon.
That scene is so Michael Bay. I don't know, it's just,
Yeah.
you know what's bombastic and badass? Man chasing around the kid that's sleeping with his daughter with a shotgun on an oil rig. Yeah. Nothing could possibly go wrong.
Oh, this is pure 90s summer popcorn schlock, isn't it? It's great.
Oh, yeah. Everyone's surrounding a table discussing the plan. Oh, the dialogue. Jason Isaacs playing a stereotypical nerd, is he?
Lizard Man's right. What really happened at Deepwater Horizon was someone slept with the foreman's daughter, and this exact thing happened.
Articulate John.
Yeah.
Great name. But Ben Affleck at his finest.
Yeah, Immortal Rumors, you're right. Michael Bay must have this encyclopedia of stereotypes, but that's what's
Yes.
but that's what this film is. It's just a bunch of stereotypes, and that's great.
It's exactly what it says on the tin. It is a summer blockbuster.
Lizard Man, exactly. He's decided to turn off his brain and not even bothering the plot. He's just vibing with the film right now, and that's what you do with this. This is just great. It's not a film you're going to come away from. Yeah, but it's not a film you're going to come away from thinking, "My God, this is life changing." But you'll have a good time.
Absolutely not. Yeah, it's entertainment schlock, and
yeah,
the film knows that it's entertainment schlock. It doesn't do anything to hide it. It doesn't. I don't think anyone involved would try and argue that it's like Academy Award winning stuff. No. I think it is just schlock, but sometimes you want the dirtiest, greasiest pizza you can get. Yeah. Sometimes
you want a burger, a greasy cheeseburger from the corner diner.
Yeah.
With extra cheese sauce, bacon, and barely fitting into the bun. That kind of just that. Sometimes you want, a posh, high-end steak, but other times a dirty cheeseburger with everything on it that's bad for you is just awesome. And that's what this is.
And the thing about it is you can make fun of it and still enjoy it. Like, I'm going to be ripping this to shreds.
Definitely.
I love how they can afford to be sassy at a time like this. Yeah. 18 days. This is some classic Star Trek stuff right now. You get a complex scenario and then you dull it down to a real simple to understand metaphor.
It is. That's Lucius Malfoy.
It is. God, I forgot that. And how... What? We need the world's best drink.
So you want, isn't it? We need, goddammit, get me the world's best driller.
We need Buck America.
To be honest, though, there is a kind of a reason that they explain. And it is...
I know.
It's kind of understandable. It's basically they've stolen his design for a drill. Which, in the concept, playing devil's advocate for the film, in the context of the film, I suppose, if he is a driller, he might have designed like the world's best drill, and if they can't make it work, they'd know who invented it, because they've got the plans from the patent office.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But this film's just so much action, to be honest. Even this is a minor action sequence. We've got an oil rig exploding. And there's something about Michael Bay with a helicopter flying in the sunset.
just tried to shoot him, dude.
Yeah. He's teaching him a lesson.
I don't trust the moral compass of a guy that crazed. Wait, does he have a military background even remotely? Please say he has like a problem with the military because he doesn't follow the rules, damn it.
No, he thinks Crazy Willie put him up to this. My subtitles didn't match that at all. My subtitles just said she didn't tell me her heritage.
Oh, I got her age.
Oh, it said heritage on mine.
She didn't tell me her heritage. Interesting.
It's a very different cut of the film.
Yeah.
Immortal Rumus. I wonder if they find out who the world's best driller is. The world ranking of drillers. Well, don't forget, in the days of oil well putting them out, it was always Red Adair, wasn't it? It was known to be the best kind of guy in the world for putting out oil well fires. This is where they had the opportunity, though, to have the robot Jinx from Space Camp in on the meeting with them. What do you reckon, chat? They should have had Jinx from Space Camp there.
Can you imagine showing an oil rig driller this?
Yeah.
We got an asteroid coming, it's going to kill us all. What do you think? Does it have oil? Why do you want me to?
I guess, though, it's at the point of where they're telling him, literally, in 18 days, if we do nothing, the world is destroyed. You ask whoever, I guess.
No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure.
What is the strangest job? Like, the best Subway sandwich wrapper guy? Let's go get him. Let's go get Danny Schmidt in Mill Point, Illinois.
That's right.
He's the only one who can do it, damn it.
I guess though, in the world of this, like I say, if you've got 18 days to go, if you need a guy who's the best at flicking elastic bands across the room, you get him. 15 days until
They spent 3 days like coming up with a plan and looking for this guy.
Yeah. James is saying Jason Statham could punch the asteroid into submission.
Absolutely.
Yes. Immortal Rumus, this film is missing a robot assistant who may or may not be sentient, but we will never know because it might sacrifice itself in the story. Yes. Jinx. Put Jinx out of Space Camp in this. And ultimately Jinx stays behind to set the bomb off.
I still have a job
Jinx
to do.
and Harry, friends forever. Perfect.
Seeing it from this side of history, like where we are now as opposed to when it came out, it is so difficult to see how much of this imagery it stole or it perfected because it's been parodied to death. So many parody shows like Futurama.
But I think a lot of it comes from films like this. But what I will say is, having been to Kennedy Space Center, NASA is full of enormous hangars of equipment like this.
Yeah, you'd need to have big hangars like this.
Yeah, Lee Jen saying, I love the question of why they didn't train astronauts to drill. It's because he explains in a minute, actually.
This is the working man's like wet dream, isn't it? Going to tell the hoity-toity science folk how it is. You gotta get in there with the boys and drill, crack open a PBR.
Do you know what though? No, do you know what? I agree with something he's saying here. To be honest, it's a certain. I see it in my profession, not as much in what I do now, but what I used to do when it was more when I used to do the support type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You'd see you have people, they can learn theory, they can learn bits and pieces, they can do qualifications of things, but if they don't have the aptitude for it, the skill that you get, that you just are born with to do something, sometimes people are not good for a job, and that's kind of what he's saying here. Because there's not everyone can do every job.
Yeah, I fundamentally agree with that. However, if the choice is train an astronaut to drill or train a driller to be an astronaut, I'd choose the astronaut every time.
But they just said they've been training them for 8 months and they can't do it, and they've got two weeks now.
I don't get why they can't do it. Like,
possibly because they're too much. And again, this is something I'd seen in the past. Sometimes you get very academic people and they're very by the book, and it's like, okay, well, now this will happen because this will happen, and then this will happen because the book says this will happen. Sometimes you can't. There is a scene nearly identical to this in the 2000 film Gone in 60 Seconds that isn't a Michael Bay film, but feels like one.
Feels like it should.
Like tracking down the crew.
But yeah, this is the... this is what's weird. Like, I won't do this without my crew. A bunch of, like, drunk schlubs that were on an oil rig for a while. I'd be like...
Yeah, but he trusts them,
You are going with astronauts. You're not going with these guys. It's the Expendables of driller dudes.
Oh, yeah. And for those who didn't know, the actor who plays Max, Ken Hudson Campbell, is actually the Santa Claus Kevin visits in the first Home Alone. He gives him some Tic Tacs.
Right now, over me. I kind of love how they're playing the Beatles to be like macho Americano.
Yeah. Well, this is Steven Tyler singing Beatles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, Lizard Man, that potentially an astronaut could... But then again, at the end of the day, they say that the oil riggers don't have to be full astronauts. They literally just have to be able to survive the journey to get up there and drill.
Yeah. If I was rewriting this, I would have it as the drill people are there to train the astronauts, and they're there pretty much to get them ready for the job, but the astronauts either fuck up or the ship blows and there's literally no one else. And so they go,
and then Earth's destroyed.
We're about to die.
Yeah.
Send these guys. We have no other option. These are the B team. Let's send them up. May as well. And then they succeed. That's an underdog story I can get behind.
Oh no, I'm sure Sharon going to space training is really, really difficult. But literally they're saying it's purely... It purely is going into space to do a job, and if they survive, if half of them survive, it's fine.
Yeah, that's half more than we expected to survive.
Yeah.
Pretty visuals, pretty people. Pretty soundtrack.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is this one of the first like big films with? Is this one of the big films with Owen Wilson in that we saw? Is this kind of the birth of Owen Wilson's career as we know it?
that's a good question.
Mm. I mean, I'm looking here. He was in Cable Guy, but more of a cameo-ish type role, and in Anaconda.
Ah, yes.
Oh, Lizard Man. Okay, let's settle this. Which one's a better space survival movie, this or The Martian? I like The Martian, even if The Martian is flawed.
Yeah.
No, there's a major problem with The Martian. Plot point.
Which plot point? It's been a while since I've seen it.
The fact he's able to grow potatoes from the food that was sent to them with them.
Yeah.
Because NASA irradiates all food, especially vegetables, before sending them into space. Yes, deliberately, so they can't grow unexpectedly, and they can't, and it stops it rotting.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, to be honest, happy.
I'm with Keith.
Give him a go.
It's adorable. I'm like seeing this scene on paper.
Yeah.
The cowboy walks up. The musical sting is low kind of vibes, but jazzy, showing how cool he is. He rustles with paper that's crumpled and not professional at all. We cut to the disgusted looks of the prim and proper people. Like it's so stereotypical, like we've been saying.
Yeah. I like the fact that they're asking for ridiculous. The things they're asking for are pretty ridiculous
stuff.
Yeah. Like bring back 8-track tapes.
Because they're old school.
Yeah. That's a great question, Sharon. What would anyone here ask for to go on the mission? She likes the idea of not paying taxes. Dom, what about you? Same question for all the chat. What would you ask for as your thing to do this mission?
I'd like the US to have free healthcare.
Controversial. Oh no, Dom.
Oof.
Kind of tingly having an enema. No, thank you.
So did I. Oh my god! What?
Didn't Michael Clark Duncan actually die of a heart attack?
I think so. So. What is this room? I love that this is Michael Bay's idea of smart.
Yes.
I can do a Rubik's Cube and spout. Whoa.
That's a great answer, though, isn't it? For why...
Yeah. delicacy.
I don't know. How about Dom enforcing by law them to bring back the 70s and 80s recipe for KFC with the oil and the recipe that was bad for you? I know it's bad for you now, but the before they healthified the recipe.
Absolutely, yeah. Bring back the old KFC.
Yeah.
Oh god, these characters, they are just cookie cutter stereotypes slapped into a film.
Alex wants the original Oreos back too.
Mm.
James wants a Wimpy bringing back to every town in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mad Max says, lard is back on the menu, everyone.
Looks like lard is back on the menu.
I like that. They also rejected, they have to approve them. All right, James wants Wimpies rolling out across the whole planet. Oh, I love the fact they've got a secret shuttles in a. Oh, and they would be the names, wouldn't they? The Freedom,
and the Independence.
Yeah.
What would you call your starship?
The Disappointment. The Disappointment and the Reality. What about you, Dom?
I'm a bit of a shill for the Expanse, so I'd call it the Rocinante.
Okay. So the chat, what would you call your space shuttles?
Rocinante, of course, being from Windmill, Fighting Dragon. What is his name? Old Spanish book. Oh my god. Don Quixote. Bloody hell, that took way too long for my brain to pull that information up. Don Quixote. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, everybody. Miss Swift would call it the Andrew and the Dom.
Thank you. Are you saying that, Miss Swift, one is in the film, one of the shuttles would survive, one wouldn't?
Yeah. We all know which it's going to be, don't we, Andrew? You'd fly me straight into the asteroid.
I'll give it a go. James is saying the Enterprise. Mortimus is saying the Starship Barbara in the Northern accent. Barbara.
Babs.
Mad Matt, the Enterprise. Don Quixote, according to Calbot.
Yep, that's the Rocinante. That's
Lizard Man would name it after kaiju of the Rodan or the Gigan.
What not Godira?
Oh god, sorry about the rib chunks or like eating ribs before even. These would be the conversations you would have, though.
Absolutely. This is where the movie's getting a bit more fun.
Yeah.
It's my destiny to save all of our lives. Yeah, I believe so. In the goofiest way possible.
Lizardman saying, I would believe they'd be ready for this if Maverick was training them.
His shuttle could be named after his sidekick, Sancho Panza. I should be kind of thankful, James, that I'm no Don Quixote, because he's notoriously, well, incompetent, deranged. If you have to rescue the starship Barbara and its crew, I can yell into the comms, "We're coming to get you, Barbara." Babs, the USS Tetlitty.
Right, only thing I don't understand, I know it's to replicate space a bit, but those suits are designed to help them work in zero gravity or low gravity. They've got like jets that counteract the movements slightly, which kind of makes sense. But what does the working in a vacuum do?
No idea.
Okay.
At least they didn't have like a computer readout, like a scan of these, like very The Thing, having this perfect scan of exactly what's happening. Wasted time programming. They're just using little toys on sticks.
I believe, though, they do slingshotting around the moon as part of... Do not say Coyote and Roadrunner and Acme to us. What they took from us this year.
They're triggering phrases.
James is saying he'd call his his shuttle Moonraker 1. James, are you really Hugo Drax?
Rips off James's mask. Wait a minute.
Exactly, Alex. Release the Coyote cut.
God, yeah.
So, like the Strip on a
Yeah,
Saturday
like
night.
Las Vegas. Send me up there, baby. I'm familiar with the place. We need someone who's used to freezing cold conditions and boiling hot conditions, interchanging. Damn it, there's one British man who lives in Las Vegas. Send him.
No, you're not going to press me to a cucumber sandwich. Thank you, James. Yeah, let's be honest, we'd all be doing that, given chance, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
I wonder if that... I think I've been there, where that actually is. That is the Saturn V in Kennedy Space Center, I believe. I've walked around there. I'm pretty sure it is anyway. I'm going to check now. But it looks remarkably like it.
Heavily inappropriate, but also I don't know if I could. Like, why are you watching, Bruce? Just leave.
He's possessive of his daughter. I can't help but feel there's a storyline. I can't help but feel there's something deleted in a draft of the script about why he's so possessive and protective of his daughter.
I mean, father-daughter, it's a protective...
Yeah, but he's like over protective of her.
Yeah. But AJ is also being overwhelmingly creepy in front of her dad.
It's like a boyfriend.
Oh my god. Dudes! Oh my god.
Yeah, that's the thing. Alex is saying probably after the mom left, not died, left. So who knows the whole family dynamic there. I think there was some. There's got to be something in a previous iteration. The mother died or left or something. He loves these little montages in his films, Bay, doesn't he? These kind of little training montage things.
Why is there fire just being...
It might be something to do with the fuel it runs on or something. Maybe they've got to burn it in our atmosphere.
Maybe.
It might be meant to burn off excess something. It could be something to do with, maybe it runs on something with pure oxygen there because it needs oxygen to burn, and they have to burn off, something extra from the combustion.
It also looks kind of cool.
It also looks really cool, yeah, having fire. Fire's cool.
It is. Ironically.
I like the fact that Harry's going to be running the mission, but he's not actually
Yeah, he's not doing
any of the practical stuff with them.
There you go. Calbot's ruined the film for me. Technically, the younger team would be the junior varsity team, not the varsity team.
I'm British. This does not make sense to me. Varsity? What?
Alex Peacock, Tarzan. Ugh, fire good.
Exactly. I will say the pacing of this film is not bad, though. We're 50 minutes into it.
Okay, that is good. All right. Michael Bay, you've tricked my brain into making an hour go by without me noticing. You gotta learn to trust me.
Use the Force.
Yeah. Oh. You trying to be some kind of gun-toting hero? The dialogue. All right. I saw a movie last night called Oddity.
Okay.
The night before that, I saw Showgirls. So the dialogue going from corny over the top to surprisingly good to this, the whiplash. The whiplash. Oh yeah, Alex Peacock. His teeth look fantastic in this movie. So, Enter the Black Prince. I don't know why you're cheering, dumb. There's an hour and a half left of this. I'm cheering because Michael Bay has tricked me into letting an hour go by without me actually noticing. So I'm hoping he can keep that up. And yeah, Sharon, it's Showgirls, Oddity, Armageddon. That's been my triple wombo combo movies of the last 3 days. Beautiful scene.
Oh, really well.
Absolute picture of a scene. The dialogue.
Animal crackers are awful. I'm sorry, I've tried them once.
Hey, Steve Tyler, you okay with your daughter being played on by Ben Affleck with animal crackers? It's going in the movie. It's going in our picture. While your romantic song plays. Oh, absolutely, Lee Jen. This Aerosmith and this song in particular, just fantastic music. Every time an Aerosmith song blazes out, you can't help but sing along.
Oh, definitely. Just getting something ready to try and show you all from years ago. That's quite interesting.
Can't sing the song, otherwise I'll get copyright struck.
No, exactly. You can't do that. You can't be singing.
But I'm resisting the urge. Why were you on the porch hiding, child? Where did you emerge from? I would hate it if any salesman looked at me that way.
It's just a salesman.
Do you need a new vacuum cleaner? This is a wet wash vac. I feel like this should have gotten more time.
Yeah.
Because this is an interesting plot.
There's a lot more interesting stuff, isn't there, with the families and finding out what the damage to the people is, you know?
Yeah.
Put that here.
Where's this party?
I suppose it's called a strip club, Dom. They got a strip club around these parts.
I think I've said it before, but I'll say it again. I really do not like strip clubs. They make me feel so vulnerable. I hate them. I don't like feeling like...
Makes you feel icky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go buy yourself a neck. We do have those in Vegas, Cal. Yes, we have quite a few of them. An adult entertainment venue.
Right.
What if the strip club had a complimentary breakfast buffet?
Well, that would be different, wouldn't it, Dom? Complimentary breakfast.
I don't think so. It's like going to get the strip club sushi. I wouldn't dare. The diseases that I'll probably get. I don't care if people say it's the best in the world. I don't believe them.
Might be really good sushi, though.
Absolutely. I'm not going to risk it. I'm not a gambling man, despite where I live.
You're not going to risk the sushi bar, are you?
No! The strip club sushi bar.
Well, might be okay. Let's have a look. I love this. I love the kind of the destruction he does of these in his films, though.
It's great destruction. He knows how to obliterate a set.
But if you notice, you see there's something going on there with the flight controller. And also, look, Harry is the only one who didn't take... There's a story here we're not seeing. Did Harry have no one beyond Grace? And is that 'cause Grace is his world? He didn't
Seems
go and
like
see anyone else? Yeah, Elizabeth, no one was asking after asteroids wrecked New York.
Immortal
Yeah, that's not good.
remembers going to such a club in Prague for a friend's stag do, and thinks that the entirety of his bloodstream was replaced with alcohol.
Wow.
I'm curious what the rest of the world are doing to combat this.
What, to save
Oh,
the
okay,
planet?
there you go. They're in cooperation with France and Russia and Japan.
Yeah. We're about to find out that they're working with Russia.
Mm.
So I'm trying to
Where
upload
is-
an image. Go on.
I'm just like, where is this location? The graveyard where they put random materials to rust in the sunlight. Where people can shoot very aesthetically pleasing scenes.
There we go. Ah, the mother left. There we go.
It's the Apollo 1 launch pad, according to Alex Peacock.
There we go. Right. Okay. I'm going to show everyone a photograph I took. Voice takes. I went to the Kennedy Space Center in 2019, first time I went. And I took this picture of my niece at the time who was with us, and she was... How old would she have been? She would have been 10.
There it is.
Yeah.
Ad astra per aspera.
And this is a photo I took of her stood by... That's a chunk of the Challenger wreckage.
Oof.
It's just the fact of her looking at it like that. I think it's a really powerful picture I took.
Yeah.
Shows the whole thing about space flight, as much as we're having fun with this, about how utterly dangerous it is.
Especially now, because there's so much junk in space that it's like trying to thread a needle through a hurricane storm of shrapnel.
Yeah.
Including a stupid Tesla that's floating around up there.
Well, not for much longer. They're going to bring it down, apparently.
Good. There needs to be less junk in space.
Yeah.
I want space travel, dang it. I want to go up there. Not just to float around. I want people to colonize other planets. We need to find our Mass Effect relay and
That's right.
blast off.
Oh, welcome, Johnny Devick. But you do kind of believe that they are kind of in love. There's a lot of unrealistic things about this film, but I buy their relationship.
I think that it's more like they're just horny.
I like this, though. This is where the film, though, has kind of an endearing stuff.
It is endearing seeing the blue collar guys come together and in solidarity in a way like that.
It's kind of nice in a way that the blue collar guys are. It is very much a pro blue collar movie, this, because they don't understand really the ins and outs of the intricacies of space travel or anything. They just know they've got to go up there and do a job and drill and blow something up.
They also don't seem to be having any kind of existential crisis apart from that one guy who went to go see his kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rest of them don't seem to care. Oh, Lee Jen, don't get me wrong. I definitely see an attraction between the two.
Yeah.
I just don't buy it as, like, overwhelming romance. I think it's more, you're hot, I'm hot, let's be hot together.
Hey, he said the movie title.
He said the thing!
Oh, welcome, Jabroni. Yeah, we'll get through it. It picks up a lot soon as we get into space. And next week, we've got something really hot. This film is quite interesting because literally the first half is all building up, and building up,
isn't it? Yeah.
And then once we get halfway through the film, all hell starts breaking loose, and it's where the film really picks up. There's a lot of slow. This is peak Michael Bay, though, of a lot of no deep impact. Sharon, we're away from. It's not science fiction next week. But what I would say is this is peak Michael Bay. There's a lot of slow motion and exposition and speeches. Yeah. No Dante's Peak. No. Not a natural disaster film. I suppose I'd call next week's film, Dom, without revealing the title. Is this a Private Eye film?
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Film noir.
Film noir, Private Eye film. You realise if they weren't walking to the rocket in slow motion,
they would have got there much quicker, yeah.
Not Who's Harry Crumb Alex, no.
God, actually, we probably should have done like Chinatown or something like that. That's a good flick. That's a long one, though. That's a slow burn.
No, not Lord of Illusions. Well, James, you're saying the president's address would cause worldwide panic. With a day to go, they'd be better keeping things secret. No one's got it yet.
No one's got it yet.
Nope, Legion, nope. I can't help but feel that on the launch pad, we've done Runaway already, James. I can't help but feel that on the launch pad, they wouldn't necessarily have the two shuttles going off literally next to each other.
Yeah, I can't imagine they would.
I think they'd be further apart than that.
Just a bit. But the visual.
Oh, the visual's cool. That's true, though. It's built by the lowest bidder.
Yeah.
This is now where the film really starts turning into a disaster film because various people start getting picked off one way or another.
Yeah, we're supposed to look at these caricatures who have had no development whatsoever, barely characters. They are just like stereotypes. And that's the quickest way for us to get attached because there's always going to be one character we really like.
Yes.
One caricature that we identify with. And then they take them from us. They give us all the toys to play with and start taking them away.
That's one thing I'm kind of, well, not sad about, but I'm hoping on one of my trips to Florida that we will get to see a rocket launch. It's never coincided,
Yeah.
and this is where one of the shuttles won't go up, and Jinx is about to come in and sort it out for them.
Yep. Friend.
They should have brought Jinx in. Nope, James, nope. Yeah, true. I think that's one of the problems, Sharon. We don't have enough investment in a lot of the characters.
Yeah. I think that's mostly on purpose because having character development would get you distracted by.
Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't be distracted. Sorry, having those scenes,
Yeah.
you could just fill them with explosions instead, and make the runtime go by a lot faster.
It's not Blade Runner and it's not Sea of Love. You can keep guessing.
Should we give him another hint?
Nope. It's not I Come in Peace. The only thing is, remember, we are in the summer of popcorn at the moment, so it's a blockbuster type film.
Yeah.
I would say there's someone's almost there.
Oh.
Someone's almost there. I don't know if that was deliberately or not.
Yeah.
It's not Dark City, Johnny, but that'd be a good choice. Now, this is some cool visuals. This is where Michael Bay is at his peak Michael Bay-ness. You know, combining the visual effects with the practical stuff on the sets.
With the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Miss Swift, that's the movie I want to happen, actually. Harry just goes, "Damn it, AJ, I love you. It hurts me to see you go with my daughter. I love you, man."
Nope. No one's right yet.
Pluto Nash? Mad Matt.
No.
How dare you?
No, Bogart's not directly in it.
No.
Not Heat.
Yeah, the visuals they are stunning.
Yeah. By the way,
They spent a lot of money on this film, and
this film was nominated for 4 Oscars.
No.
But every one of the effects it was nominated for, every one of the Oscars it was nominated for, it probably deserved. Best sound mix.
Oh, yeah.
Best effects.
Yeah.
Well, best sound effects and best visual effects.
I wish it was The Fifth Element, Johnny. It's my favourite.
And best original song for I Don't Want to Miss a Thing by Dionne Warren. No, it's not Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid. It's not Heat. It's not Fifth Element. No, the nominations weren't for acting. But I love this now, this new, again, this is a great bit where you've got kind of the rundown Russian space station. So you got a little bit of the America having the cool, amazing stuff, and Russia having the kind of dollar store space station. It's that little bit of American, maybe false superiority that was a trope, you know?
Yeah. Immortal Grimace, I'm right there with you. It's my favourite Bruce Willis film.
Peter Stormare. Peter Stormare, I love in films as well.
God, imagine if it was Lost in Space.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
What? No. No. No, you can't. You can't
It's
throw
not
Lost
Lost
in
in
Space
Space.
at me as well as Waterworld.
Not Lost in Space, don't worry.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. Peter Stormare, the token foreigner in many things. And Johnny Depp liked Lost in Space. Some of Lost in Space was okay. Bits of it were. The Apollo 440 theme was great.
Danger Dom Robinson.
Lizard Man, you're spot on there. You're there. We've simulated gravity to cut down on the budget of faking it.
Yep.
That's right. Peter Stormare was just great in everything he's been in.
Immortal Rimus, that character you're talking about, your Croatian blacksmith teacher from college, deserves his own film.
Dom wants that. My clues are not misleading, and I'm not scheduled the postman for next week.
Oh. As a treat for Dom. James, you just want me to die of horrors and nightmares, don't you?
Now, next week, Dom knows what film it is, and it's a good film. It's not Primal Fear, but it's a very good film.
Mum and Dad saved the world.
But I do think kind of Private Eye and Detective Noir is probably quite close to a lot of it.
Yeah.
'80s. If you want another clue, can have one more clue before the end, and I'll tell you at the end of the film.
Yeah.
Alex has got it.
Alex has got it.
Oh, those crazy
Calvert,
old Russians and their rickety old space stations.
Held together with duct tape and...
Yes, niet. I am Russian. Niet. You thought it was a disaster, did you, James? I don't think so. I think it's a great film.
Another Bob Hoskins genre design. Get out of town, James. It's amazing. As is the other Bob Hoskins film we'll be watching at some point.
The other Bob Hoskins film. Let's have a look. The other Bob Hoskins film you're watching a week later.
Yes. Calbot, who hurt you, James? Who hurt you? Unfortunately, Alex Peacock, it is a Bob Hoskins double feature, but it's... Yep, James knows.
James knows Dom's shame.
I'm not ashamed. I'm tired of pretending that it's not good.
Sir Bob.
Sir Bob. I do love... We need a hard-boiled detective. Who do we get?
Yeah.
That British bloke who sounds like he's fresh out of these Cockney
This is one thing, though, about getting back to the film, where it would be a problem. Basically, liquid oxygen is incredibly flammable.
Oh, yes.
That they use in space.
It's been about 20 minutes since we've had a disaster. Quick, make a disaster happen.
But that's what they do with his films. He loves having a set piece. Basically, it's exposition building up to the next set piece of a disaster. Yeah. That's Michael Bay's formula.
He puts the dominoes in a line and he waits for the very right moment to tip the one over, and we just watch as it all comes crashing down.
But I do like the style of the editing, and I like the style of the shooting. What was quite nice is the kind of the shaky cam we've got for everything going on there, cutting back to the relative tranquility at mission control.
Yeah. It's a good use of shaky cam. You
Yeah.
don't need shaky cam in
All
every
the
bloody
time.
scene.
No, but it adds a lot of energy to this scene here.
Yes. It's like a different film now, isn't it?
It is. This is the film you wanted all along, isn't it?
Absolutely. I think this film should have been a futuristic movie where you had intergalactic drillers, like drillers in
Space
space who like
drillers.
mine asteroids or whatever, and you
Yeah.
send them to go and take out the asteroid because there's no one close by. But I love him.
I love him.
Ooh.
Proper action, though, isn't it? This is what you'd enjoy watching.
This is what
in
you
the
pay for,
theatres.
yeah.
Yeah. Exactly, Mad Matt. It's not the disaster you want, but this is the disaster you need going on in space right now.
Well, like I said, I watch this in the way it's meant to be watched. 15 by 15.
15-inch TV, yeah.
With shitty sound quality, the speakers on the side of the screen.
But having seen this in the cinema, I will say there was a very much shared sense of peril amongst the audience.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I remember a lot of these sequences where people were getting out at the last possible second and surviving and escaping, and then it'd be like, okay, they got through that
Yeah,
scene.
you can hear the exhalation.
Yeah. I don't know if that'd work, Johnny. I'm no Scientologist, but if they blow a hole in the earth to let the asteroid pass unharmed.
I love that. Oh, Johnny Demick, what if they blew a hole in the earth
Yeah,
instead to let the asteroid pass through?
I'm no
Turn it into a donut.
Scientologist, but I don't know about that. I don't think it would work.
We're flying through the planet core. Why is it that after they mentioned the unification of Earth, they point to a specific time in history that was notoriously not unified?
I don't know. I think it was a little more unified in 1998 than it possibly was in 2001.
Yes, but they had a statue dedicated to the World War II memorial, and it's like...
True. Well, I don't know. At the end of the World War, there's quite a lot of unification after the World War. Exactly, Sharon. The shuttle's unscathed being that close to an explosion. Didn't they say, though, the shuttles have got like a tougher skin on them or something? When they explained stuff about them.
Oh yeah, these are the revolutionary
proto-shuttles.
ships, aren't they? Yes.
These are the shuttles ex machina.
Yes.
Remember, they can do what needs to be done, these shuttles.
Absolutely.
Here you go, that's right. Suck it up! Yeah! Macho!
Get her done.
I remember this scene being so exciting in the cinema. It was so loud, the sound. No, Lizard Man, I agree with you. That's an interesting take. He's saying, is it weird that Peter Stormare's character is the one person that I've truly connected with the most? And Liam says, not at all. He has more personality than most of the other characters. Yeah, exactly. He's also basically a better actor than a lot of them. Exactly, Calbot. They slingshotted too fast and they're going back in time. Yeah, James, but we can't ever watch an Exorcist film again, apart from we've seen all 3 of them. Every time we watch an Exorcist film, we end up with technical gremlins with Pazuzu causing... Do you remember the watch party for The Exorcist, where all hell broke loose?
Yes!
No, Jen, you're right. No more space station means no more fuel if need be. But they only needed the fuel to be able to get to the asteroid. Because basically, the shuttles aren't actually using as much fuel now, because a shuttle uses most of its fuel during the takeoff.
Yeah, to escape gravity.
Yeah, to escape the Earth. Yeah, no Omen series.
It's all for you, Damien.
Not the FOD radar.
That's a cool looking asteroid, though. It does look sweet.
I believe it was in the 50th anniversary of The Exorcist.
Mm.
This is where Bay is so cool in some of his films. The visuals on this are great.
He's got a good eye for visuals. He's got a good ear for a soundtrack. He needs someone to tell him when his dialogue is awful.
Yes. But, like, this is cool with the 2 shuttles flying through a debris field, trying to land on an asteroid. Yeah, Sharon says, hour and a half in, now we see the asteroid. Miss Swift saying, if you thought Omen 2 was bad, wait until you see Omen 4. I like it, Omen 2, Damien Omen 2.
Well, that's Omen 2. Wait, Omen 4?
Oh, sorry, Exorcist 2. Sorry, I'm going mad. Yeah, okay.
I don't think I've seen
Damien
the
Omen
Omen
2.
4.
I love Damien Omen 2. Oh, there we go. Now we're seeing some loss. But have we got enough of a connection with half of these characters to care?
No. So asteroid equals Jaws, says Mad Matt. Absolutely.
Pretty much.
The asteroid's scarier when you don't see it.
Omen 2 is great.
It's been an absolute age since I've seen it. I can't really comment on the quality. Omen 2, he's still a teenager, right? He's in school.
Yes. James is saying space shuttles aren't maneuverable like jet fighters. Yeah, but these are special space shuttles.
That's right. They're the X-14s or whatever they're called.
X-19, I think, or something. X-19s.
Okay, this is adorably goofy, though, seeing them eject.
No, they didn't eject. They got sucked out because the windows got broken.
Out, yeah.
And they went and hid. They got told to go and hide in the cargo hold.
Yeah. Did someone just say, uh-oh?
Yeah. Uh-oh.
What would be your, like, I'm about to die one-liner?
What would be my one-liner before I die?
In this particular environment?
Oh, in this environment?
Out of left field, like, well, that's showbiz, baby. Or would it be actually relevant? I was 2 days away from retirement.
I think I'd go the classic as I was blown out the airlock. I can see my house from here. What about you
What's the
guys? If you
context?
were, what
Yeah, the
what would you,
context is this.
if you were in in this crash here, what would your final line be?
Smoke 'em if you got 'em.
James, I've tell my mom I love her. Lee Jen, so Freedom, who was on that ship? Which astronaut crew? It was Max. Owen Wilson was on it. The kind of unnamed Latino-ish guy. Ben Affleck.
Oh, and James, I didn't really hate the Omen remake. I thought it was completely pointless, though. It was like a step down. Well, it's like a sidestep from a shot-for-shot remake of the Omen. I just thought it was superfluous. No need for it. Other than that, it came out on 6606.
They're gone. I'm Nasser. I
They're
work for
gone.
NASA. I can talk in a cool, chilled voice because I work for NASA.
See, if the ship was called something goofy, it would have been so much better.
Yeah. Do you know what would be cool, though?
Go on.
If one of the space shuttles was named the F.
The F?
Because when they finish their mission, they could say, let's get the F out of here.
Let's get the F out of here.
Yeah. Why is that naval commander hugging his phone?
Maybe he
he's waiting a phone call from Santa. He's hugging the phone like, Santa, Santa. Welcome, Amy Wilder. Amy Wilder's saying, I won't say anything when I'm about to die, but then an awkwardly long release of gas.
Perfect.
That's true. Yeah, but you be careful with that much gas on the asteroid. You blast off into space.
True.
Here's a question, though. Here's a question without
maneuver the asteroid.
Here's a question without getting too gross, right? Right.
I love questions that start that way.
Could you, in theory, propel yourself around in space with flatulence?
I believe that.
Yes.
Yes, because it is pressure. Yeah.
Compressed to push you in the opposite direction. My God, we've get NASA on the phone. We've solved.
You've just invented the movie Thunderpants. Is all you've done.
Oh.
Calbot's last words. Do you want fries with that?
I've just solved the energy crisis.
I'd probably curse someone with my last words, like with my last breath. I curse you, and just curse a random person, so I could come back as a space ghost.
Again, though, this is. They don't make films with cool sets and stuff like this anymore.
Now with random stuff burning.
Now we've lost Owen Wilson.
James, would you like to go large? Explosively decompresses. He's put his own stage directions in it. Then we die like men. Like Russian men.
Alex Peacock says in McBain voice, Mendoza! So Bear survived.
Do they have cool mech suits? Do they have Gundams on this thing?
But this is kind of cool. This is a cool look, though, isn't it? That kind of...
The landscape of
Well, just all of it. Look,
the growling space.
I like the way the planet kind of growls.
You wouldn't hear it. Wait, no, I'm getting into semantics of that space, but it looks cool. It does look really cool.
Yeah.
I don't recall it looking this cool. Absolutely, Ms. Swift. Where's Mega Man when you need him?
They built one hell of a size set for this, didn't they?
Yeah.
Again, I'm going to say something else in the favour of this movie. Real set, not practical. Not CGI. Seeing a practical set here that they're working with that's lit.
It's the bugs who launched it, James. Immortal Remus's last words. It's a Gundam! That's where we're going wrong. We're not developing Gundam technology.
And to be fair, we are seeing now why his team would be good at this. Like Max, he's obviously a drill operator off Earth, and to him, it's just drilling a hole.
Yeah. What have I done? I've made everyone be upset that we don't have like power mech suits now.
Oh yeah, power mech suits are a must.
Exactly. We either should have exoskeletons or giant robots that we pilot. Why don't we have this yet? We've promised so much. Flying cars, not happened. Hovering hoverboards, not happened. Self-drying shirts, we don't ask for much, not happening. Can we at least get mech suits?
Do you kwapi?
We're on the asteroid. There's a Starbucks. Do you guys want anything on the way home?
There's two Denny's. There's a good one and a bad one.
Oh no. There's a Waffle House. The people are leaving. It's the night shift here. Help us all.
Oh, there's got to be a movie that has to be made about a night shift in a Waffle House, like defending against a zombie attack or like an Assault on Precinct 13 type film.
Yeah.
That needs to happen.
I'd love that film. An Assault on Precinct 13 remake, but in a Waffle House.
Waffle House. So Dom, when I get to America, it's going to be quite late, like late, as in we might not get to our hotel till nearly midnight.
Oh no!
If we're hungry when we get to the hotel, we can find restaurants in the area. What would you suggest? Like a breakfast.
Anything but a Waffle House. Gas station food is preferable.
Or to going to a Waffle House.
To be fair, I've been to before I knew how dangerous and how I was risking my life. I have been to a Waffle House in the middle of the night because it was open. And
might I have to dust off my? Are you saying I might have to dust off my old judo skills from years ago?
Absolutely. Bring some knuckle dusters with you.
Yeah.
Nunchucks if you have them. Anything.
Alex Peacock says, assault on IHOP 84.6. Exactly. Did they think they'd be encountering arachnids up there?
The arachnid menace. Who's this slick dude?
How did no one... I'm sorry. How was this not expected when NASA have been tracking it, working things out? They probably would have worked out the gravitational pull of the moon would have affected it, etc. How did they not account for it would probably send it spinning?
They didn't carry the one. It's always carrying the one that screws them up.
Yeah, Alex, the Dirty Denny's. No, that might be a documentary.
The Rock, except it's a Waffle House.
Yes. Exactly, Sharon. We're paying NASA billions and billions of dollars and they aren't even that bright. Oh, God. Johnny Devitt, last Waffle House on the left.
The waffles have eyes.
Yeah.
Just cannibals storm a Waffle House.
Yeah, but the end of the Waffle House film has to feature 5 Waffle Houses joining together to form a mecha.
Oh yeah, of course. They're all. No, it's more like an amorphous Lovecraftian horror than it is a mech show. So they're going to congeal.
So?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
congealed, yeah.
More like the ending of Akira or something. They're going to become one. We are Waffle House.
Huh. Waffle
House on Elm Street.
Here's a question. Has anyone else here been to a Perkins?
Is that a gas station? I can't remember.
No. Perkins is a bit like a Denny's. It's a bit like a Denny's / Cracker Barrel kind of place.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah. Why is everything in Perkins sticky?
Oh.
Honestly, they bring like when if you pancakes and waffles there, they bring over like 4 kinds of syrup, but like even the walls and the ceilings are sticky.
Oh my God!
James, I'm not that sticky. It was Perkins. It is sticky. Everything is sticky in here.
It's a human fly trap. You just walk in and you're trapped.
It is. I like the fact that this is actually very realistic compared to most presidents, without getting into politics too much. If the president has a chance to fire the nuke, he's like, oh, come on, let me press the nuke. Want to find the nuke? Want to find the nuke? Want to find the nuke? He's like, yeah, let me fire the nuke now. Can I find the nuke? That's basically
the shiny button you never get to press. If you get a chance to press it, you're like... I have some shiny red buttons, and I love pressing them. Got my shiny red buttons here. They're great. I use it every chance I get. It's phenomenal. I recommend heavily getting shiny red buttons. It's satisfying. Or maybe I'm like part magpie.
See, it's the president ordering. Just fire the nuke. Just fire the nuke. Now here's the question.
Let me at him.
Now here's the question. After this film finishes, yeah,
and
the world moves on, that president, does he do everything he can to hide the fact he gave the order to fire the nuke now, which would have killed all of humanity?
Quite possibly.
Or is it the political hill that president dies on? Chat, what do you think? Oh, you think he'd literally classify everything he did? That's right. You listen to Billy Bob.
I'd listen to Billy Bob.
I would.
Regardless what is shilling. Yeah,
true. National security, James.
Surely this qualifies as international.
Yeah.
It's interstellar, for God's sake. Oh, that's going to be the downside of space travel when politics gets involved.
Yeah. That's true, Miss Swift. Stuff gets classified because it's embarrassing rather than sensitive. Yep.
F-bomb dropped.
I like this. The fact there's actually 2 nukes on the moon, don't forget. Because there's also a nuke in the wreckage of the other ship. Because they sent a duplicate of all the equipment.
That's fine. I'm sure nuclear fallout, when it just pops and mists the Earth, that's fine. Nothing could possibly go wrong.
Actually, the ozone layer protects the Earth from nuclear stuff in space.
True, yeah. We have our little magnetic field.
Yes.
That's normally like solar radiation.
Yeah.
Is the moon close enough to mess with it? Oh, it'd probably be very pretty, actually, to watch. The Northern Lights would be hyped
Good
up.
point, Calbot. If comms are down, how the hell did that signal get through?
They've got this really long cable going from the...
Really long network cable.
Ethernet, baby, never fails.
I like the fact, again, it's the nerds saving the day here.
Yes.
The US Air Force have gone in there, but the nerds at NASA know more what they're doing.
Hit the nuke. That'll do it. Hit it with the bonking stick. The space crazy is kicking in, Legion.
Well, there is space crazy in a minute. We see space crazy, don't we? Oh no, Johnny Depp, you don't want that. He's saying, imagine if the scientists from Prometheus would have to save us all. The scientists in Prometheus were the worst scientists ever. It's like, okay, we got some weird alien goo.
Let's just touch it. Yes, give it a taste.
Yeah, lovely. Put it on the nachos.
Madness. I'm sure it tastes great.
Yeah. Basically, the scientists in Prometheus were, I'm going to touch everything in this alien ship. Push all the buttons.
Things.
Yeah. And then also the fact they don't know how to run sideways.
I mean, running sideways is difficult.
Yes.
They're more athletic feats.
Why is this alien goo so sticky, Mad Matt says? That's because they got it from a Perkins.
You've discovered why Perkins is so sticky. It's filled with alien goo.
So with alien goo, yeah. The other thing that got me about Prometheus was the fact that the guy who makes the maps, and I don't know if it was supposed to be irony or if it was just really bad writing, the guy who makes the maps who had the tracking devices that do automatic mapping and had the maps on his wrist got lost in the ship.
Oh no, in the ship? Oh, that could have done with more cooking in the oven, couldn't it?
Yes.
Why am I dripping with goo? Alex Peacock, Yayosh from Ghostbusters 2.
I want to check something on here. You do know this was the second biggest film of 1998.
What topped it?
Titanic.
Oh, well.
But 98 was a weird year for films.
Go on. Let's have the rundown.
Number 10 was Good Will Hunting.
Uh-huh.
Number 9 was Rush Hour.
Oh, yeah.
Number 8 was Godzilla.
Oh, yeah.
Number 7 was Deep Impact.
Yeah.
Number 6 was Dr. Dolittle.
Was that the Eddie Murphy one?
Yes.
Okay.
Number 5 was The Waterboy.
Okay.
Number 4 was There's Something About Mary.
Okay.
3 was Saving Private Ryan.
Uh-huh.
Number 2 was Armageddon. Number 1 was Titanic.
That is like a peculiar... Yeah, that's full of hit and misses.
Yeah.
I say hit and miss. They all made money.
But of course, it's got Keith David in 2 of them, in this and in There's Something About Mary.
Yeah.
The clock is supposed to stop at 1 second when it's being averted in a crisis.
Exactly. They said the thing.
Yeah! That's cool. They've given him little kind of cool sunglasses.
Mm-hmm.
Again, that shot is really cool. They must have shot that in a quarry, mustn't they?
Yes. You took the wrong way. I'm sorry, I didn't get my space directions.
My TomTom isn't up to date.
Oh man, I remember those things.
Yeah.
It needs an update. Hand me the Ethernet cable that the bomb's attached to.
That's a very specific joke. Dom, do you need me to explain that one to you?
Evel Knievel jumping the gorge? Yeah, I'm aware.
Well, you know
of
who
it.
Evel Knievel was, at least.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know who Evel Knievel was.
Oh,
I've seen The Simpsons. I know who Evel Knievel was.
James, should we watch Viva Knievel?
Oh, no.
1 week. I don't think we will, but should we watch Viva Knievel? I bet James likes Viva Knievel.
That's about right. I can imagine him liking Viva Knievel. Fonzie jumping the shark, yeah.
That's a baby, that's it. Oh, Mad Max still has his Evel Knievel stunt toy.
Oh, brilliant.
There's a lot of... what I like about this, though, is there's a lot of, we're just going to do it because we're all going to die and everyone's going to die for it anyway if we don't give it a go.
Give it a go.
Yeah. Exactly, Sharon. Digging holes in asteroids, jumping ravines in zero gravity. This movie has it all.
Should have focused on it. We didn't need the hour on Earth.
Lizard Man, I don't think NASA gave them skull decorations for the vehicles. I think that's the customization that the Roughneck crew did.
Nah, definitely NASA.
Yeah.
We must put these in all of our spaceships. Are we the baddies? Once you've set up the Mega Doomopolis on the asteroid, we can broadcast. What?
I like that.
But I'm the only qualified astronaut.
Yeah.
Cosmonaut. He's a cosmonaut.
Well, we'll go with us. He can be called astronaut.
I don't need to depressurize or anything. Well, unless he went through depressurize.
So, quick question to James Hellier. A bit of advice, my friend. I'm going on a plane in just over a week. I like to have a depressing kind of 70s film with me. So I've got myself a couple of films to watch on my iPad on the plane, which I've not seen before. I've got Black Sunday and The China Syndrome. Will I find them suitably depressing for my flight? Exactly, Lee Jan. What would happen if Lev wasn't actually with them? See, he saves them all. Yes, I've got Airport 77 on my iPad. I put all the airport films on.
You gotta. So that the old lady who's sitting next to you gets traumatized watching all these planes go down.
Black Sunday and China Syndrome. I've got Towering Inferno there as well, Sharon. I like on the plane for some reason. I like older, depressing films. I watched Earthquake on an overnight flight once from America. Oh, I could put Day After. Yeah, ideally, Jen. I like watching I like watching disaster movies on flights, especially at night when I'm awake because I don't sleep on the plane. Watched Poseidon Adventure recently, Miss Swift.
God, I do not miss going on planes all the time.
I don't know why, but I just enjoy a depressing kind of disaster film on a plane for some reason. I don't know why.
Why would you need to bring
a minigun on an asteroid?
A robot-controlled minigun?
Oh, if you're going to have a... Well, in case there's giant insects on the asteroid.
Yeah, they definitely expected to be arachnids.
I love the conviction of that line. He's got space dementia.
He has the space dementia. I've seen it before.
I lost my mother to space dementia.
It's a rotten disease. Turns you into a raving lunatic. You just shoot things. Like nukes at hurricanes. It's an asteroid quake.
Yeah, Lizard Man. Everything keeps going wrong. Do we still think using oil drillers was a smart idea? Well, what I would say is, if it hadn't been for the drillers, that nuke would have exploded on the planet's surface because the astronauts would have been like Colonel Sharp and would have just followed the president's orders, wouldn't they?
True.
Ms. Swift, I watched Earthquake recently as well. like I said, I loved a good disaster film on a flight, especially at night if I'm the only one awake. I usually drink hot chocolate on the flight as I'm awake, and the rest of the plane sleeps in the dark. Bye, Max.
Lizard Man. If anyone was going to get space dementia up there, it would have been Paul Giamatti.
Yeah.
What wind is pushing this away?
Well, I've got some good news and bad news for the world. Yeah, it could be solar wind, Mad Matt. And they're all going into the storm.
Yeah, the bomb shelter. That's going to save them.
That's the tornado shelter.
Yep. It's built for tornadoes, not asteroids.
Yeah.
There you go. Let's globetrot again.
Mm. See, it's only destroying Paris, to be honest.
That's fine then.
Yeah.
Oof.
And it's kind of supposed to be Tony Blair, the British Prime Minister at the time.
Yeah, it kind of has the slick look, doesn't it?
I would launch Dom at the asteroid in a vain hope of him deflecting it.
I mean, I'll give it my best shot, you know?
You do realise there would be a subset of people shooting it from
yes, they
guns.
Would. Gosh darn it, with enough force, we could just about shift. Oh, Alex Peacock's bringing up Notre Dame. I'm very happy it's being rebuilt. I was genuinely saddened to hear that half of Notre Dame burnt down.
Yeah, Alex saying everyone's seen the Hunchback. No, well, hang on. See, Notre Dame the Olympics. I mean, the Hunchback needs to move back into his apartment, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's back.
Woo! Yeah.
Why does it look like it was flown straight off the set of Batman and Robin?
Yes.
Like, I expect Mr. Freeze to just get out of there. Okay, everyone, it's time to chill.
Exactly, listen, man. A boyfriend's back and there's going to be trouble. Oh, Roller Coaster or the Hindenburg. I might get the Hindenburg to watch. Roller Coaster I saw and I loved Roller Coaster. Theme park disaster film, ideal for watching going to Disney. Well, it's not so much a disaster film. It's more about a guy who goes around blowing up roller coasters. It's kind of nice to see that Lev is actually quite competent.
Yeah, he seems to be a genuine hero, not just full of hot air.
Yeah, taking of Pelham 123 is another good one, Alex. Yeah. How we lost Max?
Don't be a hero.
Use the Force, AJ. Sharon's rooting for the asteroid.
The true hero of this
Yeah.
of this film.
Exactly, Lizard Man. Yeah, we dug a hole. America. Alive. Yeah, Miss Swift. That's not a bad one. The Savage Bees.
The Savage Bees. Oh, actually, the original Wicker Man. That's a depressing movie.
I could have Piranha.
Yeah. Oh, spelunking. I'm surprised there isn't more spelunking horror films.
Yeah.
I guess The Descent did such a damn good job of making spelunking terrifying. No need to do another one.
Avalanche. James, I could watch Day of the Dolphin.
The asteroid is sentient now.
It is. The asteroid wants them off. It knows they're going to kill it.
That's why it's growling.
That's a quick way of getting out the hole.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby, welcome, Bobby. I just farted all over myself, he says.
Yep. Happens to the best of us. Especially in space.
Okay, Alex. And he just had 20 minutes before he was going home.
Oof.
Not Gruber. Yeah. Exactly, Lizard Man. It's just one thing after another. I know you have to keep the tension off, but at some point the explosions just feel like filler.
Yeah. Like, either have pretty much the whole film on the asteroid and make it a trial and tribulations kind of thing, or have the asteroid be the challenge, and once you're there, finish it off or leave it on. You don't have to have both.
I like the fact that they don't really care the fact Gruber's dead.
Well, that makes the characters less empathetic.
Exactly, Jabroni. No, not that guy that had 9 lines of dialogue at most. We'll get Gruber to set the bomb off. He's dead already.
What? Have a kind of Weekend at Bernie's him and just puppeteer him.
Yes.
We need
James,
the guy who can run.
I think I will watch Day of the Dolphin on the plane for you, James.
We need to get the guy who can run the fastest after he turns the light out from downstairs, getting something from the fridge, up to his bed before the demon gets him. That's who we need. 15-year-old Jimmy Schmidt. Let's go get him. Send him to space so we can flick the bomb switch and then run back to the ship before it blows. Oh, I got the straws right here.
Yep. Yeah, I got a nice short one for you.
We do. What is that if not remote detonation?
Well, it's on a wire.
Oh, okay. It's the Ethernet cable.
Yeah, it's plugged in. I could watch Day of the Dolphin or I could watch Orca. Much both.
It's a long flight. What is it, 7 hours? 11?
It's 9 hours, 9.5 hours there, 8.5 back. So I'm flying to Tampa.
Ah.
Free Willy?
Too joyous.
There's not enough people being eaten in Free Willy. I could watch the new Kevin Costner film, yes.
Cannibal Holocaust, yes. A grand movie to watch on the...
So, let's get this straight. Liv Tyler's character, both her parents have now walked out on her.
Yep. I don't even like her, Harry. She was just a sweet lay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the problem, Sharon. We're not caring enough about Bruce sacrificing himself. Everyone else holds him in reverence, but we don't. He's not done anything to show us he's this amazing guy. And I think that's the script problem with the film. He's tough.
Yeah.
He's a tough guy, but
he watches everyone. He's a voyeur.
Being a bit more serious, Tom, there's been nothing to endear him to us. Like, oh my God, this guy's got this amazing thing. He's, been there for everybody.
Every scene where everyone's going through their trials and tribulations, he is literally on the sidelines watching.
Yep.
He doesn't do much. He trusts Ben Affleck at the last minute now when, honestly, didn't really have to, shouldn't have.
No.
It worked out in the end because of plot armor. Exactly. Ms. Swift, now's your moment, Harry. Tell AJ that you love him. Just give him that one big sloppy kiss.
That's right.
I lost the love of my life once. I ain't losing him again. Just pushes him back into the...
Not 3 minutes. It's just as well that they put him on enough screens that she could see, like, on every monitor.
Yep. So you can imagine how weird this was for me because, again, I played that Apocalypse game with
Yeah.
Bruce Willis, and I assumed this would be that movie, and I'm still here waiting for the demons to rise. I'm like, "What? Well, okay."
Yeah, Multimus is saying after hearing what Ben Affleck thought about the script, and he still gave his acting his all. He felt new respect for him. James, that would be quite the plot twist if AJ ended up with Harry, wouldn't it?
It's the ending we all wanted. The world wasn't ready for it. Go, asteroid, go!
Go. I love you, but we've got 15 minutes to destroy the Earth.
It would be a great after credit scene, actually, if it pans really far back to the arachnid world, and they're like, "We missed by a damned inch. We need to try again."
No, the post-credit scene is you see the asteroid rejoin together and then reverse back towards the planet.
And Bruce Willis stands up, and he's like, "Time to take on those alien bastards."
Yeah.
They should have called the bomb Dinosaurs Revenge. This is for Littlefoot, you little bitches. There you go. You could watch the Land Before Time, Andrew.
No. Yeah, but bear in mind, when I'm on holiday, I'm going on a ride based on Disney's kind of Land Before Time ripoff, their CGI film from 2000 called Dinosaur, that they have a ride based on. That I think I'm the only person, apart from one other person I know, who's seen the film Dinosaur. Dom, have you seen the film Dinosaur?
No, I've seen the 90s TV show, the sitcom Dinosaurs.
No. There was a Disney CGI film, very much like Land Before Time, called Dinosaur.
Ah.
And I wonder if anyone in the chat's actually ever seen it, because I think that I'm about me. Oh, Lizard Man has. Yeah, they made a ride of it, Lizard Man, which is really weird, because we're in the minority having seen it, my friend.
I'm right there with
seen
Steve
it.
Buscemi. Dinosaur.
Mad Matt, Dinosaur?
God, I'm thinking of dinosaur movies now, like there's a certain dinosaur movie that's coming up in a couple of weeks, which I'm happy about. Theodore Rex with Whoopi Goldberg, that tremendous bit of cinema.
Jen, the timestamp, look on screen. There. That's where we are. That's right.
Just hit it, it always works.
Yeah,
Tammy and the T-Rex.
Percussive maintenance, that's called.
Yep. I need to look up this dinosaur movie. You owe me $5, Harry, you son of a bitch!
Do you know what I think they should have done, though? I want this film recut because of a character that we see earlier on in the film where Earth is saved and it cuts to that Chinese guy going, "You're the man, Harry! You're the man!"
Yes.
I want that scene to go back to that.
Oh god, I think I have seen Dinosaur. Land Before Time is a tearjerker.
It is. AJ, I failed.
Don't know how, but I failed. What a weird transition.
It is.
AJ loses his one true love. Yep. I know what the true ending of this film is. The governments all around the world realize how cool it is to blow shit up, and another world war happens. They're like, damn, I've got a hunger for it now.
Well, I've actually just swapped out one of the films in the schedule.
You have?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
I've swapped out the film the week I returned from my vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Have a look, Dom.
You'll have to tell me when. Yes. I do have access to the schedule.
Yes.
Let me have a gander.
Are you the man?
Ah, I see. Yes.
Yes. I like the fact she's basically come to terms, I think, with the death of everyone she knows already. She's quite composed and okay about it, that her father's dead. But her boyfriend's alive. This is such a Michael Bay type ending of everyone joyously celebrating around the world. And kids pretending to be NASA. Exactly, Miss Swift. She was thinking of breaking up with AJ anyway.
Actually, yeah, that would be horrible. They all come back down. Everyone's in crippling debt, and all their worst life choices come back to haunt them. That's why they all wanted to go on this mission.
And none of them get the reward from the president.
No. He completely sniffs them on the deal.
Yeah.
Actually, you...
this is Michael Bay, isn't it? They have to have helicopters flying in slow motion over them.
You guys broke a lot of equipment. You're in debt.
You destroyed
for a lot of money.
International Space Station.
Yeah, they did.
Exactly, James. That'd be great. The loan shark's currently at NASA, waiting for Steve Buscemi.
I need your kneecap, Steve. Runs past him and makes out with the Russian.
Yeah. That's what you want. Oh, Sharon, they weren't going to Disneyland. They're at Kennedy, so they'll be on Disney World.
Mm-hmm. How'd you get onto a secure airfield, son?
Yeah.
You just told them that you're my son, and it worked? I need to fire the guy who let you in. To thank you all for your sacrifice, we award you with this gift card to Olive Garden, where everyone's family.
You can have a starter.
All the breadsticks.
You can have a starter and an entree, or an entree and dessert. You cannot have both.
Yeah, you can't have both. You got to pay for drinks as well.
You can have one small soft drink, no refills.
No refills.
Yeah, Mr. 50% off a Nathan's hot dog.
You're gonna buy one, get one free on Nathan's hot dogs. Oh, cheers for saving the earth. Go enjoy Nathan's hot dog on us.
And there we are, everyone. That was Armageddon. We'll take your comments on it. Dom.
Oh,
start
it's
with you.
schlock.
It is
schlock.
schlock.
It has a lot of dull moments, but if you watch it with the right crowd, it can be a crowd pleaser. Mainly because of the fun you can have with the film.
Yeah, you can have a lot of fun with it. A lot of it's very silly.
Yeah, a lot of great visuals, great soundtrack.
Yeah. Let's see what the chat have to say about it. Alex is saying good popcorn movie for sure. Lee Jen saying it's schlepp the best way. Edward, the movie's over. Immortal is good old dumb fun. Sharon, this song was all over the radio all the time. Lizard Man, thank God it's over. That movie felt like it took forever. At least we had fun laughing with you all. Exactly. Sometimes we have to watch these films to find the fun in just the badness of them. Lee Jen, the song, exactly. Sharon, great movie for the summer of popcorn. I've had my AirPod drop out my ear. Let's put that back in.
Did Steve Buscemi marry Molly Mounds? Did I just see that?
I think it's implied he married Molly Mounds. Calbot, it's not a great movie, may not be a good movie, but I still absolutely love it. Legion, great summer movie. It's a very classic summer movie, Mr. Shocky popcorn flick. Turn off your brain, have fun, enjoy the soundtrack. James, I still prefer Deep Impact, but that is still deeply flawed. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with this. Lizardman Disney Plus is suggesting I watch Independence Day next because, of course, it's a good double bill.
It is.
Right. So we're going to be back in 7 days, and I'm really looking forward to this. We're going to be watching Who Framed Roger Rabbit, which is one we've been wanting to do for a long time. Absolutely. That's going to be so much fun. That is such a great film. So we're going to have a great time watching. Oh, Jabroni says this film was fine. But anyway, Who Framed Roger Rabbit next week, which is going to be great fun. It's comedy. It's everything, that film. All-time favourite of mine. So everyone, for the next 7 days, please be kind to each other, stay safe, look after each other, put positivity into the world, blow up any asteroids if you're asked, and have a great time. And we will see you in 7 days. So until then, everyone, good night.
See you later.